because I would say I'm too smart for that. I'm using what I can, and I'm doing it at the cost of accepting also help from my parents, which they give. If they wouldn't give it, I wouldn't accept it, but I'm a fox. I'm a sly fox, my friend. If I have a goal, I'm gonna do everything I can to reach it. And since I've had visions of what I came here to do and what I'm going to do, I'm the only one who can push it through, because a vision is only real to the one who had the vision, which is the visionary. I mean, if we don't start changing now, we're gonna get needles jabbed into your arms until the end of creation. I rather go hiking in bare feet to strengthen my immune system than to leave it up to the system to take care of me, because it's either you take care of your health and your fear, or we're gonna do it for you, my friend, because we're here to keep you alive physically. But emotionally, that's your problem, my friend. I mean, I hate needles. There ain't no needle coming into this body anymore. And there's always this bit of the lump of fear if you talk about these things openly, also on YouTube. That somebody's like, reports your content. But I'm not saying anything other than I don't like needles. I hate needles. At the age of, it's like numbing the pain that I don't like. So even when I smoke or used to smoke cannabis, which can always come back, I didn't do it to numb the pain. I did it to go into it. To take my finger and then clean the wound. That's much better than to try to forget. You have to clean the damn wound. Oh my God, still 14 minutes left. I think it's enough time to make a coffee. I cannot take this camera with me now, because I'm charging the camera. It's like plugged in, if you know what I mean. I'm showing you it's plugged in. This runs on faith now, because you don't know if I'm telling the truth. It's like I'm telling you I'm charging the camera, it's plugged in, but you will not see it. This is running on truth now. This is like my truth. I'm telling you, the camera's plugged in and I'm charging it. I mean, do you get it? It's like faith, trust. You have vision. It's gonna drive you insane, mate. You have a vision of what you have to do. It's gonna drive you insane. All you can trust is that you're plugged in. Because the camera, other than that it's getting the energy, it cannot change the fact that it's plugged in. It's just plugged in. And if I'm God and I want to plug you in, then I'm going to plug you in. And once you're plugged in, energy's going to run. And you don't know where it's connected. It's just going to run. And then the kundalini is going to flow. It's going to rise and you're going to be like... there's so much energy, what am I supposed to do? This is basically what happened to my life. I was just chilling until life came and said, bam! Start doing something. Fuck. And then you're like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I was so riled up by life. It just said, what did I come here to do? Write the book of fear. That's what it said. I mean, I'm not quite sure. I think it said it in English, because that's mostly how I communicate. It just said that, write the book of fear. It's like, what? What is fear? That's how it started. What is fear? And then it took me 1 year to understand fear a little bit better. And then probably 2 years to learn what I understood. To accept that I understood it. And then just make a conscious choice or something, I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. But what I had to learn was that between I really like that I'm doing this and I'm doing nothing, it's like there's a far stretch. Or between, you're doing the first video and it's really nice, and then you realize, that was just the first video. I'm like 900 videos in now, and you have no idea how many videos I already deleted, which I realized were a bit too angry. And so I realized I first have to get all this anger out of myself. So I just created more content and more content and more content. And then I got relaxeder and relaxeder. So making art basically freed me of my anger and showed me where I was clinging. And once I knew that, how it works, but that doesn't mean that you're never clinging again. That doesn't mean that you're never angry again. I feel insane amounts of anger. And so I do this instead of punching people, Shh, whatever. And I think at one stage I just said, if I'm supposed to bet on something, I'm just gonna bet on myself. And that's basically the same idea, right? You can chase a woman. You can try to make her love you, by sending her emails and contacting her, or you just say, fuck it. If she wants to love me, she will love me. And not loving me or being with me or not having me inside of her is going to drive her so insane that she has no choice but to come to me at some point. And I cannot tell you how much I'm supposed to engage with that woman because I've already decided, or she's decided, and I just accepted it, which is really hard, to accept that there's a woman that just loves you no matter what. It's like, no way that exists. Nobody ever loved me. Nobody. Never, ever. Maybe they wanted to, maybe they tried. Or maybe I just didn't love them. I always thought I could love anyone. But not like that. Not like the way she looked at me. It's like, what? How did you know that? Did you just have a feeling and thought, I'm just gonna go for that? I don't know. I'm still not sure, to be honest. I just don't want to feed too much. I don't want to feel too happy about it. Because I just think it's just a bad joke. I mean, that's the feeling that I have. You know, I just think it's just a bad joke. I just think, and that's why I just keep going no matter what. Wow. And that's the best you can do. I mean, that's the best advice you should ever give yourself. Or allow anybody else to give you. You know, I'm using these capsules. I've said it before. You know, I always chew off my fingernails, which makes this always a little bit painful. And that's basically masturbation for you, because if you always get rid of your sexual drive by masturbating, and maybe it's not about this woman or that woman, you know, maybe I'm just always waiting for this woman, but maybe I'm just waiting for a woman. You know, I'm not quite sure about this. And that's the really weird thing. I'm not quite sure about it. Because I'm this kind of, I have to see it and touch it to know that it's real, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's very hard to accept that there's a woman that loves you if you don't see her. It's like, right? It's like, where is it plugged into? You know, if there's a woman that loves you, she can feed you from a distance. But I'm not seeing it. It's running on faith, my friend. This is running on faith, and I'm running on faith